As a clerk, members sometimes send me reimbursement requests for expenses that they incur while carrying out their church callings. In order to process these for the reimbursement, I need receipts to verify the expenditure. If one has paper receipts for what is purchased, the best way to provide them is to scan or photograph the receipts and send these images to me as attachments in the request email. One can also use the Royal Mail to send the paper reimbursement request and the receipts if needed. But if all you have are online receipts that you've received via email or online on the vendor's website, the best way to provide me with the receipts and invoices from such sources is to save the page as a PDF file, as portable document format, and attach those files when you send your request. Let me demonstrate how that might be done. I'm going to show a couple of examples from my private purchases, not having to do with my church calling, but just as an example. Here you see an email I've received documenting a purchase of dry ice I made online, for which the vendor has sent me an email. One could forward an email with a note explaining the expense you've incurred, and that would work fine. Just include enough information so I know what it pertains to, and that should do it. On the other hand, you could save the email as a PDF file and attach that to an email. Now I'm about to describe how to generate a PDF from email on a PC, but I'm not sure how to do it on a Mac. A little later in the video, I'll give some instructions on how to generate a PDF from a web page on a Mac, so if you have a Mac, skip forward until you find that part. So, to start with, this is how to do it on Gmail, and other email providers on a PC in browsers should work in a similar way. First, select the print icon in whatever email client you're using, and instead of your printer, look for PDF in the designated drop-down box. Choose an appropriate file name and hit Save. So you save the PDF to where you can find it, and then attach that PDF to the email you send to me. Now, what if you haven't received an email from the vendor giving you the purchase details and can only find it online on the vendor's website? That's easy enough. Navigate to the vendor's website, sign in, and bring up the order details. I'm showing here an order I made on Amazon recently. There are actually 3 ways to do this in Google Chrome, and the same is the case for Microsoft Edge. I believe it's very similar for the other browsers such as Firefox. What this involves is similar to how I just described the printing of a PDF from an email, but it isn't quite as obvious because the 3 methods don't necessarily show up on the screen. First, look up in the upper right corner on the page to the 3 vertically stacked dots. Click on them, and you'll see a context menu open up. Look down the list of options and you can see the word Print. Click on it and it will open up the Print menu. If you have a printer, it will probably be in the list of printers, but the one you want is the option to print to a PDF. Click on it and then Save. You will then have the opportunity to pick a file name to save it with. Save the PDF to where you can find it and then attach it later to the email that you send me. Second option, move the mouse cursor to an open part of the page and click the mouse's right-click button. This opens a context menu, and if you look down the list, you will see an option to print. Click on that and follow the same directions as I've shown previously. The third option is simply to use the keyboard to enter Control-P, meaning press the Control key and then while holding it, press the letter P. This will open the same context menu I've described previously. You can see that the context menu itself has the direction to press Control-P. Now, if you have an Apple Mac computer and are using the Safari browser, here's the very simple instruction on how to generate a PDF. See that? You choose File Print. Okay. Here's a short video I found describing it, or showing it. I hope this helps out. Have a great day. And if you have any questions, please contact me, the State Clerk.